Hey everybody, Average Gamer. Welcome to another episode of... Oh, what is this? Why do I see this? Oh, because I sent a spy. I didn't realize it. It's Average Gamer. Welcome to another episode of Supreme Ruler Ultimate as China. So, what's going on? Well, as you can see, Pakistan is really doing a push into India. Any minute now, I wouldn't be surprised if India did sue for peace. If I were India right now, I'd be kind of nervous. There's lots of natural resources in this area. Lots of agriculture, no rubber, a little bit of timber up here and here. Up here would have been the important stuff. A little bit of coal, because I think the river here was the border initially. Oh, no. There was that oil there. Captured some coal reserves up here, and if they kept pushing towards the capital, they might capture the points here. For metal, they've captured, I think, the strategic stuff up here, and all here. Captured some uranium. They already have some naturally themselves. Some areas where they can build hydroelectric dams. And if I turn the population on, oh, there's a lot of people. So it's kind of it's definitely one of those situations right now where you gotta kind of sit back and think what they're gonna do and where they're gonna push. Thinking. Sorry about the little muting there. My girlfriend came in. Just looking for our. We got a little Bluetooth speaker thing. It's the best thing in the world. Sipping my coffee here. So India's really pushing, or Pakistan's really pushing in here. If I were India right now, I would try to push. I mean, I can't see obviously where units are. But since there's a defensive position, I would have kind of put a defensive line here with troops. Because there's only certain spots where they can cross. I can't see Pakistan having that many amphibious units. Defensive line along this river to kind of stop massive amounts of troops at the bridges. There's a river here, and I think there's a river here, yeah, or here. So they actually could massive amounts of troops in this area, and then use this little area where there's no river to try and sucker the Pakistani troops into this little spot here, and hopefully cause some problems. Unfortunately, it looks like they've got a bit of a bridgehead over here now. Definitely got one here. They're pushing towards this little section here in this island. Oh my God, India! What's going on, buddy? You guys are losing. Actually, that reminds me, let's look at some of our research here. Oh, we got some warfare here. It unlocks a whole bunch of shit. It's 1990s tech and it's 1971, so we're definitely going to do it. No units, no aircraft. Oh, we got a patrol ship we can research. No missiles. Well, looks like their Navy's starting to play some games over here too. So we're looking. It's 8%. It's good. Well, we're going to pause it there for the moment. So we've kind of built up some of our locations here. Have you noticed I built a radar station here, and another one here at the northern end? So what we're going to do is we're going to turn on our line of sight here and just take a look real quick. So this is our line of sight that we can see right now with no early warning aircraft, just with our radar dishes. Isn't that bad, right? So what the plan to do is, say we went to war with Poland. The plan would be to get one of our constellations to patrol from here to here. It has the air defense network, or sorry, from here to here. Though later on we're going to get more advanced early warning aircraft. And then the plan will be to constantly have them within our own borders patrolling for us. Oh, Why is that not? Should that be? Oh, for fuck's sakes. I love it when the computer acts all funky sometimes. What you build? 2 constellations, please. Both of those should pop up. Thank you. So we're going to pause now. So, in between the last episode and this episode, I did build some stuff up here. Built all this stuff. So right now, as you can see, we can see into their territory. A lot of these things are from our fortifications. So for example, we can actually see into the town of Ulston from this location here. So we can actually see a significant amount into their countries already. And obviously we want to beef up that a lot. So, deployed units, where... you're going to go to reserve, because I don't know why I'm getting B-17s popping up randomly. I think it's because a bunch of them, when I was fighting Taiwan, went into to the repair settings, or the repair sections, and they just haven't... once they're done basically being repaired, they'll auto-deploy themselves. We only want aircraft. What we're going to do is we're going to send all our constellations over here first, and then we're going to slowly tell them all where to go once we've given them centralized airbase. Oh my god, how many of these damn things did I build? Just like the Americans have, like, central air bases for specific things. Like they have Joint Air Defense Command, you know, station, blah, 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 blah. Where a lot of their logistics aircraft will fly out of, and... Okay, I thought because I scrolled up there. Holy crap, we got a lot of these guys. I didn't realize I built so many of these damn aircraft. Our border is going to so be able to see everything. Perfect. So all these aircraft are going to go, well, we'll send them here. No, there's still more coming. These cannot refuel in the air if I'm not mistaken. Air missile type. Nope. Okay. So, the plan is to have these guys obviously flying along our borders to basically protect us. So the first aircraft is going to be the 11th. It's going to go there first. He's going to do what everyone else did. Air patrol to there. The next one is going to do the same thing. And he's going to do it now. Boom. So now these guys should always be doubling up. Next aircraft is going to go from here to here. We're going to do 2 of them as well. Tell this one, do me a favor, fly all the way down there, please. We have neutral pathing turned off. Air patrol to there, please. In the meantime, you gonna go there. Now, the only problem this is going to cause is later on if, well, long story short, if this ganks out my CPU power a little bit, because all the moving units, giving support to Pakistan. Wow. So Pakistan's gotten that peninsula over there. They're probably going to move on. If they have any amphibious units, we'll know because they'll cross that. In the meantime, wow, I got to admit, I'm actually impressed with Pakistan's ability to do this. Jesus. I'm trying to zoom in. Why can't I zoom in? There we go. I kind of wish you could relocate those guys. Oh, they've pushed up through the river, or the road here. Yeah, everything I'm seeing is non-amphibious attacks. They're crossing rivers they're crossing rivers at bridges. So if we ever went to war with them, we know already to centralize bridges, or we're getting attacked by them, I should say. Bridges are a biggie. Now, technically, if we wanted to, we could join this war with India right now. Declare war on Pakistan and just push in where Kashmir is. Give them independence, maybe. East Pakistan has come back up here. If East Pakistan suddenly starts becoming quite the little big thing over here, I would be significantly impressed. And then you can actually see where our line of sight is now over here in the east or the west. It's actually very good. Other than the fact that there's a bit of a gap right here, we will send another aircraft right now. Tell him to do air patrol down there as well. Right about now. Well, down here, it looks like our air patrol is pretty good. Actually, what? No, I'm going to send another aircraft down here, up here as well. The problem is I don't like that. Like, wait till the two of them pass, and then I'm going to launch this. Tell this one to go over here. Go. Because they don't pass till there, so that's not good. Here, go now. We're going to another one. It's just going to basically go up and down over here. So we're going to tell this one to go here. What do we build? Oh, agriculture. Okay. Later on, all these guys are going to be replaced by the more advanced actual AWACS, so this guy will give us looks into Bulgaria as well, who little bastards fought us when we fought the Russians. Also give us some look into the Black Sea, which is what this next guy is going to do. We should have some airports down here somewhere, don't we? We have no airports on Crimea. We have one over here. How many aircraft are left of this one? 3? Okay, all 3 of you are going to come down here. I'll just place you here for the moment, because we're going to have one going across the Black Sea, and we're going to have another one going over here. So our early warning network is slowly getting itself up. The next plan will actually be to station troops along here. You can go away. There we go, perfect. You're going to go right there. This one aircraft can light up the entire Black Sea. Boom. So it's going to check our border with Turkey. And a nice chunk of it with Iran. It should go to about here. Oh, so close. The problem is if I tell it to go here, it'll actually go straight across this way. This one, on the other hand, I'm going to tell it to go here. And the other part's going to go there. So there. So this one's going to patrol pretty much our northern border with Iran, basically. And just in case they have any warships, it's going to check that. Every time it comes back, it'll scan a little bit in. Later on, what we will do is have specific aircraft that will violate other people's territory. For example, the plan will be to have a SR-71 or B-2 spy plane, or sorry, SR-71 or U-2 spy plane to leave the western part of our country, fly over the U.S., fly over pretty much all of Europe. So we'll probably do something along the lines of, because we have air bases in Korea, so we'll probably go something like the, oh shit. Oh, mental note, okay. So go right across, like, kind of like this. So here we're only going to be pissing off Poland, Germany, the Netherlands, Belgium, East Germany, possibly the UK, and the US. If we go up a little further to, say, if it's going to an airbase, say, in Taiwan, we won't piss off the British, but we'll piss off the French for sure. We only want to piss off four countries? No, five. No. So if we go north, we piss off the U.S., Canada, England. From one looking at Belgium, the Netherlands, East and West Germany, and Poland. If we go more, that's if we take off from, say, Eastern Europe. We'll call it our Eastern Europe block to, say, Korea. If we station an aircraft, say, in Taiwan, we'll be pissing off Poland, East and West Germany, I'm assuming Belgium, maybe possibly the Netherlands, and France, the US, and possibly Mexico. So it becomes a bit of a, who do we want to piss off and how badly do we want to piss them off? So, but yeah, like I said, a lot of the areas are right in here. So we may actually piss off France and England no matter what if we do that. I don't know if the Americans have gotten that far yet. I'm seeing weird technologies that they have, but I'm also not seeing the ability to build any spy planes yet, so maybe later on we'll have our own. I don't know. I don't know if the Chinese actually have any design spy planes, quote unquote. Extravehicular vehicles. New agriculture built. Nation liberated. The leadership of East Pakistan has returned from exile. They have formed a new government. Well, we will support that. New alliance. Looks like it's a bunch of African countries. 8.6 is now our world market rating. And another new alliance there. What is our inflation? I was at 6.4 before. It's now at 7.1 because of all the building, which was expected. At least now we have a bit of a radar defense. The next part will be to obviously build up missile defenses. by stationing Gainfalls, our SA6s. Scroll down a little here. Those are artillery. So for example, these Spags, we're pretty much going to just scrap the majority of them. They're going to be, actually no, sorry, our Spags are going to be our close-in support surface-to-air missiles, for example. SA2s, give me 1 second. Come on, come on, come on. I want to get to the border between So, if we look at our Spags real quick, our Spags can self-propelled anti-artillery gun. So it's got two 40 millimeter guns on it. It can hit helicopters, and that's it. Now you're probably thinking to yourself, well, that's kind of useless, right? Well, no, because the SA2, on the other hand, can hit helicopters, but not as good. But then it can also hit high-flying aircraft, and it can also hit mid-air aircraft. Now, when mid-air aircraft is pretty much the majority of aircraft out there. The plan is to station a shit ton of them all around here. Pretty much going to be one in every town or every village of each. So there's going to be one SA2 or SA4, or sorry, SA2, and then one Spag. Now later on, obviously, we should have the ability to build better air defense. Oh, there's some mobile launchers, which wouldn't be too bad. We have the HQ-7, which can only shoot down low-flying aircraft. There's the SA-2, obviously. I would prefer something like... Ooh, this actually... 22, 32, and 2. No, it's the same. SA-2 and the HQ-2J are the exact same. Are we in studies for anything? Helicopters, aircraft, and missiles, no. So right now it looks like the SA-2 is our best air defense. Now, mind you, it's got a limited range to it. I kind of wish that they did have surface-to-air missiles, or surface-to-air missiles was an option to build in this game. You'll see here that its line of sight is only 84, hence the reason why we have to have a lot of them, and we'll have to have a lot of them spread out. The reason why I want specifically this one, though, is also because it says the high-flying target. I want it because of this. And, you know, mid-attack of 32 also isn't that bad. Actually, this does 52 to close. Well, our Spags are actually no longer available to us. So we're actually going to build these DK9s. Because they actually have a low attack of 52. Which actually is way fucking better. Anyways. So yeah, so it looks like our Spags are going to be replaced with those. SA2s, which we only have 79 of them anyway, so we don't have that many. They're all going to be spread out around here. Long term, obviously, is to replace those with something way better, like SA6s. Fortunately, Russia doesn't exist anymore, so we can't really get better Russian missiles. Though I could give Russia back its independence, but then that would suck donkey balls. So, the only thing I could think of, actually, because right now their government is in exile. Yeah, no designs. Damn it. Well, we'll offer them peace anyways. But you know what? That's going to be the end of this episode. So in the next episode, what'll happen is I'll pretty much deploy all the SA2s, bring them over. I'm also going to finish building our defensive network along the border here. So there'll be lots of construction between now and the next time you see this game. Give me 1 second here. Build transport road. I'm going to build a road like this. So I'm going to build some defense, maybe a couple defenses on this. Maybe even just one. Just kind of make them counter think any amphibious assaults. You'll probably notice that by the time you get back, I'm going to be building a lot of like around towns and things like that because there's a lot of towns on this border. The rivers, I'm not going to build up as big the defenses. It'll be like every second one or something like that. Only because artillery will cause massive damage to units if they're crossing a river. So basically, a lot of gun emplacements are going to be placed on the other side of the river, and that's about it. Not many fortifications, just massive gun emplacements. Because the whole plan will be to move in troops to station those gun emplacements. So maybe it's basically going to be fortifications every 2 with gun emplacements, and then every odd one will have like a radar station, and like every now and then there'll be a group of, actually I'll probably do groups of 2, and then a third. Then every X amount of groups will have a radar dish. I don't know yet. Still trying to think of a good idea here. But anyways, that is the end of this episode. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.